Hannah.
I'm Mana.
I'm Miriam.
Have you ever wondered why kids in Venezuela never eat pancakes in the morning?
If you have, here's why.
In Venezuela, the economic rates are shrinking.
Overall, this is how it affects the country.
The current issue that the Venezuelan people are facing is a low economy. They are going through a 3-year recession and want to get rid of their government based on the fact that their president is leading to a dictatorship. There have been protests on the streets and their main export oil prices have gone down. Oil represents 80% of their economy.
The factors that are causing or contributing to this problem are: number one, the Venezuela's economy depends mostly on oil. Number two, $1 used to equal to 175 bolivars. Now a dollar is worth 865 bolivars, which is a dramatic decrease in value. Number three, the opposition now controls 65% of Congress. In any case, political instability is never good for an economy, and it's on the rise next year. Number four, the country is barely making enough money on oil exports to cover its debts. This year, Venezuela owes over $10 billion in debt payments. Nearly half of them are due in October and November. Number six, the government can't pay to import basic food items like milk, flour, and eggs, leaving many supermarkets with empty shelves. Food shortages, along with long lines lasting several hours in hot weather. This is a major source of social unrest in the country, let alone inflation. All the issues above contributed to the problem of the unemployment rates and the homeless people.
On a national scale, the country's industries are failing. The government support is lost and there is a major recession. There are very high unemployment rates.
On a regional scale, the issue affected the lives of the people in Venezuela.
The city of Caracas depended on oil to the point where Venezuela turned into one of the richest countries in Latin America. A resource depletion of oil in Venezuela caused the economy to shrink rapidly. The economy shrank mainly in Caracas in 1970. 20% of Venezuela's GDP depended on the oil. There has been more inflation in the city of Caracas because of the government, and there's less government support in Caracas. Employment rates decreased as time passed, and people that used to be lawyers and doctors ended up having to go to the jungle to get gold. These people used to be well known and wealthy and became poor and unemployed, and so they were forced to go to the jungle in order to become wealthy again. Mosquitoes and flies stung the people that went to the jungle, which led to malaria. It started around the 1980s and continued spreading till 2016.
On a local scale, the unemployment rates will increase. They will not be able to pay the workers that are working for the businesses, and they will either have to quit or fire the business workers. Number two, healthy water may not be available in Venezuela, affecting how many people die from dehydration and the shortage of basic needs to survive. The economy of the country cannot afford to import healthy water because they already have debts that they didn't cover up, and they can't afford water salvation in the country. Number three, 65% of homes in Venezuela will soon not have electricity because they all depend on one hydroelectric dam that is in danger, and they cannot afford to fix the dam. Number four, the workers will not be able to support their families for food, water heaters, air conditioning, health, and even schools, which will affect the country's literacy rate if the kids don't go to school when they're young.
The citizens are protesting to remove the president and change the government. The president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, called for formation of a constitution assembly to replace the current constitution. His goal is to end the protest and to have presidential elections called to replace his constitution. The protest worked since the president had no choice but to remove and change the constitution. As risky as this decision may be, Maduro hopes that it will restore peace in Venezuela.
Our position on the topic is that we support the people of Venezuela. We believe that they have the right to protest the president if he is not helping the current economy. They should not be killed or arrested.
Current policies are not that effective towards solving the issues of Venezuela. This is why. Number one, Nicolas Maduro is doubling down on policies blamed by some of the country's massive recession and widespread shortages of food and medicines. Number two, current reserves total 11.8 billion, down from 16.3 billion in January, which makes it a decrease of 27.6%. Number three, the president wants to double down on a failed strategy that would only affect the country's economy and the money they're saving up.
In conclusion, the issues in Venezuela are still occurring till today.
And the protests are still occurring.
And the government is taking no action to proceed into these issues.
Guys, stop!
Okay,
Stop. Oh. To go to the jungle. لا 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 ما في story. لانا خلاص. لانا I'm gonna بسبب constituent خلصنا